One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Man, what is going down? Yeah, truth is in the building. What's up, everybody? Let me get my camera set up just a little bit better. I don't know. Feels cool. What's the word, man? I'm trying to set up my Facebook so I can see what's happening over here too. Man, I'm running late. I had to go get me something to eat. I got to go to work in an hour. So, uh, yeah, we rocking. What's going down? Slow motion, man. Slow motion on my end. Uh, I got up a little bit early today. You know what I mean? I'm the third shift is killing me, but I got up early and got everything I needed to get together for work. And so usually about this time, I try to take like a little nap before I get ready to go in there, and then I uh, I just kind of rest. But I'm like, man, let's do the podcast because we missed on Monday, we missed on Sunday. Auntie Diane, what's going down? Christina, what's happening? You reneged on the curry chicken. Low down. That was really low down. Don't worry about it. It's all good. But listen, man, what's happening with y'all? Emancipated. I wanted to do a part two, physically, mentally, spiritually, and I got a couple of like little commercials that I want to show you. I do like the little bitty videos and stuff like that. And she talking about some. No, I didn't. It's like I never got it, so I don't know what happened. But meanwhile, yeah. Um, I started it off with that whole thing, like you know what I mean. I think it was like right around 4th of July. And so, 4th of July Day, Emancipation Day or whatever, they talked about when the slaves were set free. And coming from out of prison, you dig what I'm saying? It's hard to make that transition back into this world because, it's so much going on out here. And then when you realize like what's really going on out here, it's just like some of y'all out here, man, and y'all been out here your whole life and y'all ain't even free. I got a buddy, man. She's super cool. Her name is Tasha Teague, right? And so she sends me, and I gotta keep remembering to show this video clip because it was so real. And she sent me this clip, right? And it's this guy, and he says it should be motivation for y'all, man. He's like, how is it that dudes come home from prison, and he says they run laps around y'all. You know what I mean? And he says, man, they've been gone for like 10, 15, 20 years. They come home and get right back to the bag. And he says, in 10, 15, 20 years, he said, you had enough time to become a doctor, to become a nurse. You dig what I'm saying? He said, you had enough time to even be a pilot. Cuzzo, what's up? A lot of fake folks, Cuzzo. That sounds just like you. I can hear you saying that to me. A lot of fake folks, Cuzzo. You know what I mean? But yeah, what's happening, baby? I seen some of the pics and stuff like that. You looking good out here, man. You know what it is, man. And so we get home, and so I don't want to use that as saying, you know what I mean, we better than y'all, or we come home and point our fingers at you and look down on you because that's not what we're trying to do. I'm super duper humble. But one of the things I think, cuz you can relate to me too, is that it's like this. We in a joint and we working for like 27 cents an hour. About the highest you can get paid. I was a barber, I got paid like 53 cents an hour. And if you worked in a shop, I mean like a sign shop, spray shop, and you making soap and stuff like this for different companies, wood shops, you was making like $1 an hour up to like $2 and some change an hour. But you really got to be on that job for like a long time. So when dudes is in prison, if they ain't got no family support, that's what they do. They go inside one of the shop jobs at Anamosa, and then you try to get in there because they paying like $1 or something an hour, and then you get paid every month. And so like your checks would be like at least like 100 and some change, 200 and some change. Me working in the barbershop for 53 cents an hour, I made like about $80 a month, $90 a month. You dig what I'm saying? And so the price of living is kind of cheap in there because they feed you every day. Everybody wear the same clothes. But I mean, it's really real. If you ain't got like no commissary at night, or if you ain't got no money on your phone, doing time can hurt. You dig what I'm saying? And so I said all of that to say this. We get to the crib and say, for instance, I seen Sterlite. Sterlite started me off at like $18 an hour. You dig what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I made that post. I went from 53 cents an hour to $18 an hour. Boy, I'm happy. You dig what I'm saying? To me, that was everything. And so I literally went to work 6 days out of the week for 12 hours for 3.5 months. You know what I mean? because those checks was like 1,100, close to 1,200. Then with the bonus, sometimes it was like $1,700 a week. It's like you ain't. That's what we made in probably like 2 years in a joint. So I said that to point this out, right? When she sent me that post, it felt kind of good that you come home and y'all free to do this. But then again, you got people that don't even want to make no moves. They don't even want to get up off the couch. They want to play video games all day. They just want to play. They want to live off women, or they just want to drink their life away, smoke their life away. That's a prison, fam. If you find yourself caught up into something like that and you can't break that cycle, that's a prison. If you're in an abusive relationship with a dude that you know he ain't on nothing, he on garbage, and you sticking around, that's a prison. You dig what I'm saying? And you need to be emancipated, whether it's physically, mentally, and spiritually. I'm gonna talk about a little bit of spiritual too. I might save it and do it to a Bible study. What you say, Christina? They already had the work ethic in them before they went in. It's got to be within you, no matter where you are. You know what? You true. So I'm gonna post that, and then let's talk about that. What's up, Lanisha? I see you. Yeah, man. I missed church on Sunday, and I felt just really horrible because I can't get the sleep pattern together. You dig what I'm saying? And so if I don't go to sleep on Saturday night and I try to get up and go to church on Sunday and then don't sleep, then when I got to go to work at 10 o'clock at night, it's murder. And I tried it before, and I'm telling you, it's death around the corner, for real, for real. But I did watch online. I know Pastor Livingston was gone, and so I did check out the other pastor, the other elder. He does field of Bible study, so that was cool. But that's my little cousin Lanisha. Matter of fact, I was locked up with her old man. Me and her man, old man, is down there. Your dad, Lonnie, he works in the shop, so he makes pretty good money. So that's basically what I was saying about coming out here and trying to get to the bag. And we humble because when I came home, my race is not against nobody. You dig what I'm saying? I'm in my own lane because what God got for me can't nobody get. And so my whole mission and my whole ambition come from the point of let me be obedient to God. And matter of fact, let me keep myself together and check because I want to stay up under his umbrella of grace and his blessings. You dig what I'm saying? So when we talk about being spiritually emancipated, I'm gonna talk a little bit about that more. And but when I talk about from like a physical or mental stand, I want to talk about the mental part. I'm gonna show y'all these videos, and then we're gonna get back into it. Hey, Boogie, what's the word? That's my other little cousin. She in the building, and yeah, I've been seeing you. Where are you at? Are you on vacation still? Every time I see you, you at like a stage. You either on a 4-wheeler, you are on a jet ski, you on a beach, you somewhere. Y'all got to cut me in or cut it out, man. For real, for real. Y'all vacationing like every week. I know some other people that, but okay, let's check out this one real quick. I want to show you this one, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna rap about it.
Maturing is realizing you don't want to be around drama, stress, or conflict anymore. You start choosing calm over chaos and distance over disrespect. You start prioritizing your peace, mental health, and happiness over everything.
You can call me selfish or whatever, but one thing that I'll never give a damn about is somebody tripping on me prioritizing my peace. If you got an issue with that, then you just gonna have to be mad. Cause that's something I'm gonna do to the day I die.
All right. Yeah. Now that to me that was pretty dope. I'm gonna break it down first of all because the first little thing that I got, he was saying about being mature is choosing calm over chaos, distance between disrespect. You dig what I'm saying? Prioritizing your peace. You dig what I'm saying? And if you get content with just doing nothing or being mediocre or just doing the bare minimum, you losing. You dig what I'm saying? Because this world is too big. And so, like, one of the things that used to keep me free when I was in prison is because I used to check out the way that other people move and groove and how they did their time. And so we got this phrase that we say when we in a joint, we call it gelling. Now, when it comes to gelling, what you basically trying to do is, you got a little decent money on your books, you got to get your TV, you got to get your fan, you got to get your hot pot, necessity things that you need inside of your cell, just in case we go on a lockdown. I can cook me something to eat. I got a fan on me. You dig what I'm saying? And I got a TV because we get like, VH1, BET. We get a bunch of cool channels and stuff that we vote on like every year. And so we do got like basic cable. And so then the other part of gelling is like getting into your routine, trying to set you like some little habits and standards that's gonna keep you out of funk. Cause this BS going on in the joint too. It's like they in there doing drugs and they in there having sex, and then they in there gangbanging, then they're in there gambling. So there's a few different things that you can get involved in while you're in prison. So if you know the crew that's getting the little drugs that's getting snuck in, like the K2, they was getting it put on like paper, so they pop in the sockets and you can smell them burning and smoking it out of the toilet tissue comes in like this little roll, but it's got this like little paper that's wrapped around it, and it's a real thin paper. And so, man, they done turned that into to like blunt wrappings or joint paper, and they was putting the K2 in there, man, and they was smoking it. You got people that know how to make hooch. You got people that's getting like liquor. They said down in Fort Madison, a couple of the guys down there stay drunk, so they keep Hennessy down there. And then you got the crews that be messing with the boys. You dig what I'm saying? And it's not a shot to the LGBTQ community, but a lot of people in prison, you ain't getting raped. They in there and they having sex. And so now let's bring it back to gelling. In order for me to do my thing to get ready to say, all right, I'm already locked up. How can I stay, in my zone until I can get free? You have to find you like a routine. And so one of my routines was I read a lot, I went to church, and then when I caught my MPC, I didn't put no songs on it. I put all instrumentals on it and stuff like that, so I can write raps, so I can write songs. And so that's what I did. I stayed in my room and I drew portraits, I wrote songs, I wrote poetry, I wrote speeches. You dig what I'm saying? And I cut hair, and then I went to Bible study. So I did a lot of studying on the Bible and stuff like that. That's the reason why I'm like a firm believer in Christ. Not only did he show up on me, but I got a chance to break that word down. So now, what am I trying to say? This when I came out, these habits transfer with me. I think Christina, like you said, it, you had it in you before you went in, and she kind of right to a certain extent. Because here's the thing: when dudes go to the joint, some of them is the same that they was when they was out here. If you weren't a hustler out here and you was just in the way, you in the way in there. So you got guys that's from the crib that was in there, that was gambling, that was getting hit, that was broke, that was about to get beat up. If you didn't help them out, if you didn't help them pay their debt, they was gonna get their eyes shut up. And so it was like one of my things was if you came into the joint and you from the crib, I threw you a care package because being a barber and then being an artist, I had hella commissary. So I'm the one that you're gonna come to get that soap, toothpaste, a few soups, a few bags of coffee, some envelopes. That's your boost. Get on your way. Little deodorant and little stuff like that in there. Care package. Get going. But I'm telling you, if you gambling, I'm not helping you. For real. Turn up for Christ and burn up for life. This is not a beer. This is my apple juice. So that's how I got my peace of mind. So when I was in prison, I emancipated my mind with reading. You know what I mean? I read and I just try to always think outside the barbed wire fence because if you don't, it'll break you. Because when you walking around prison like every day for weeks, for months, for years, you like a gerbil in that little cage. He got this little cage. He can jump on his little wheel. He can run. He got his little water over there, but he ain't going no further. And I'm telling you, man, if you ain't never been to prison, don't go. That is the worst feeling in the world to just wake up every day next to dudes, everybody wearing the same thing, eating the same thing, taking a shower, working out together, just doing laps, eating the same routine, man. Like, cuz I see you going out of town and you said living life. I'm so proud of you. And I see y'all doing your thing. You dig what I'm saying? That's living. You dig what I'm saying? Being in prison is not living when the only thing you got to stare at is an officer's butt. If a new officer come in and she got a nice butt, oh, you see such and such, she was here today, or a counselor. That's all the hope, the biggest hope you got, and the biggest hope you got is a visit. That's it to the main mind in there. And so I escaped. I emancipated my mind with reading books. I emancipated my mind with writing poetry, with writing speeches, and getting involved. Like if I could do anything to like help another inmate out, like I was a Stephen minister. I took 6 months of this class where I got ministered, where I got certified. And if somebody in your family die or you're going through a divorce and you stressed out, I'm the one that they'll call to sit down and talk with him, pray with him, chill out, listen to him. We might do laps. You dig what I'm saying? And so I'm telling you, I figured out a way to emancipate my mind while I was in prison. Now transfer this game to when you get out here. And like the video that she sent me, and dude was like, man, how do you let this dude go and do 10 and 15, 20 years and come out and run laps around y'all? Come out and get right back to the bag. That's because we motivated, man. You dig what I'm saying? And a lot of y'all out here, y'all locked up in your mind. You dig what I'm saying? Like I said, if you got a habit, a liquor problem, and you know what I mean, you sitting up there and you smoking and you letting it control you, you can't control it. Because if you wake up every day and you taking your last little bit of money, or you making sure you got some money to go get a sack of weed, I don't want to be there. You know what I mean? I know what that was like before. Me and Local Los, we could tell you all about that. We didn't been there where you got a habit. I know some people who might, wake up every day and you got an abusive man in a relationship and he's putting you down. He's talking to you real bad, you know what I mean, about who you are, like what kind of person you are. He ain't never got nothing positive to say. He's being negative. That right there is a prison. You dig what I'm saying? And so I met a person at the gym, and me and her had, we don't know each other, but she was working out, I want to say at Nestle Purina. And so as we was working out, she was just telling me that they hiring and that, you should go down there and stuff like that. And so she came in like one day this week, today Tuesday. It might have been yesterday or it might have been like last Friday, but she had on some dope Nikes, with some dope like little shorts that matched the Nikes and stuff. Like, damn, like what kind of Nikes is them? And then she was like, boom. I was like, damn, you look nice today. I was like, man, should you came in here killing it? And then I gave her like a high five. Now, mind you, this is a white lady, right? And she's older. You know what I mean? And she's like 59. She looked good to be 59. And so when I gave her a high five, it's like she looked down in like a weird way. And I was like, damn, did I offend you? And guess what she told me? She was like, no. She says, I'm just not used to compliments. I was like, and I didn't understand what she was saying. I don't like to be in people business or stuff, but she literally said, you know what I mean? Well, I'm fresh out of this relationship for 15 years. And she was like, all dude used to do was put me down. She's like, nobody has never complimented me, and you know what I mean, and just said what you just said. I was like, dang. And then I gave thanks to God though too, because you never know, he might be just using you to give that person that inspiration or uplift them for the moment. You dig what I'm saying? So just as well as I might have made her day for just the simplest things, she needed to be emancipated in her mind of thinking that she's ugly. I don't know what dude was saying to her. I don't know the lady business. I don't even know who she really is. I just know her funny. Her name is Karen. But meanwhile, she's cool. And she always in the gym early in the morning and she go hard. And she's an older lady, but she be to it. And so me just being bare truth, saying some friendly stuff to her, complimenting her shoes. I love shoes. And didn't even know I said something to make her day. You dig what I'm saying? And so that's how that goes. You dig what I'm saying? What's up, Auntie? But that's how that goes. You dig what I'm saying? So ladies, you got to remember too, an emancipation can also come in a form of being secure with yourself. You know what I mean? What is your self-esteem like? Is your self-esteem in a prison to where you only look at yourself this way or a certain way and you don't really feel like, you know what I mean, you got it going on? I don't know how many times I could tell people this. This is one thing that I studied while I was in prison. And one of the things God used to put on my heart, because, I got into like a funky little jam. And so one thing I will say, I'm grateful to come home from prison and to be able to tell people, okay, well, I went to the joint for this and I did this and that, and still have people respect me, love me, and show me love. So I'm grateful. But ladies, let me give you this though, real quick. I don't care what you look like. You dig what I'm saying? Physically. If there's something going on with you that you don't like, every day you wake up, get up and go change it. You dig what I'm saying? Change it at your pace, change it to your liking. You dig what I'm saying? Because I'm going to tell you something. God loves you, and there's somebody for everybody in this world. If a person is down talking you and he don't like the way that you look, you just not my knight in shining armor, fam. You got to get on with from around here. You dig what I'm saying? And that's how it's got to be, and that's how you got to look at it. You got to think, man, it's like over 8 billion people on this planet. Do you not think that there's one person that's going to love you? Because I'm telling you, I don't know, you know what I mean, whether chicks is like big boned, I think they call it BBW or whatever, big boned women or whatever. It's guys that like big boned women. It's guys that like skinny women. You dig what I'm saying? There's guys that like thick women. You dig what I'm saying? It's up to your liking and to your taste. And I'm gonna tell you something. If you really want to put on and you really want to be beautiful, let your heart and your personality and your attitude be beautiful. Cause ain't nothing worse than a chick that's thinking she hot, she got a nice butt, body, or whatever she is, and her attitude stink. I ain't finna be around you. You get your ass lost. My fault for cussing. I'm just keeping it thorough. You dig what I'm saying? Bare truth. I'm not gonna be around you because I don't care. You dig what I'm saying? And so me, one thing that dude said in the little thing, he says, you have to be willing to be lonely. You dig what I'm saying? To get your mind right. If it takes you being lonely to get your mental health together, man, that's what it's gonna be. And I'll stay down in the basement. I'm in the cut. I won't bother nobody. I'll cut some hair, make a few dollars. I'll come over here and make some beats. We can do the podcast. I'm working on Malcolm X portrait right now. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and Obama. I'm doing that for somebody. I'm doing these portraits. I'm oil painting, and then after that, I can go over there and go to sleep. I don't need nobody in my life that is not going to benefit me, as that's going to help me take it to the next level. Either we're going to build and take it to the next level, or I'm gonna just go dolo. You dig? I'm just gonna do it. And so be emancipated in your mind, and to know that, man, listen, don't nobody control you mentally and tell you who you are and who you're supposed to be. And don't be out here, man, straight up just trying to keep up with social media. You know what I mean? Because social media have you somewhere, you know what I mean, looking stupid. You dig what I'm saying? Because people on social media, they either bullies, they haters. You do find some uplifting people. You dig what I'm saying? Or some sour people. I get tired of sour people, you know what I mean, going through situations, and then all of a sudden you want to make this old sad post. Don't let nobody make you feel like this and don't do this and that. Listen, here's the situation. Just because you done went through something and dude turned out to be a jive turkey, you ain't got to get on Facebook and try to warn people about such and such people. Only thing you got to do is keep it up and keep moving. Stay positive. Um, I couldn't get this one from Steve Harvey because it cut off. I don't know what was going on with it. But he says if you want to wake up in a positive move every day, he says, and you want to coach your mind to be positive, he says have an attitude of gratitude. And so what that looked like. Okay, I just got out of this relationship with this dude for 15 years. Dude been down to me, talking crazy to me, making me feeling like I ain't nothing. But thank God I woke up another day. Thank God he woke me up. So that means that he ain't done with me. So every day that God wakes you up, he loves you. He think the most of you, and he got something going on for your life. So I really can't care what other people say or what other people think. You have to emancipate your mind to say, okay, listen, I'm here for a purpose, man. And guess what? I'm in control of my own destiny. If you feel like you're in a situation, man, and somebody is in control, and they messing up your finances, whether they taking your credit cards, they wiping out your bank account, fam, everybody got the power to be like, nope, it's a wrap. We ain't finna do that. You know what I mean? You got people that uh hang with chicks until they get their income taxes. They get their income taxes, they help them spend it up, and then it's a wrap. Then they gone. You know what I mean? And so you got to figure it out, man. You got to be emancipated mentally. So like last time we was talking about freedom. You know what I mean? Getting your body in order, because when y'all out here, one of the things me and Vinny Rob was talking about, Waniac and cuz y'all might be that. What did Waniac say? If she can truly love my flaws like I love hers, hell, we G. We gotta post that one. That was up. Waniac said, if she could truly love my flaws like I'll love hers, hell, we G. And I think that that's dope. Here's the thing: you gotta be admitting of your flaws. Don't come into no relationship and you got some shit going on with you and you don't want to bring it to the table. You know what I mean? Or if it's highlighted, then all of a sudden you want to duck and dodge around it and don't bring it there. Because the only time you can work on a problem is when you highlight it and be like, yeah, I'm messed up over here in this area. Because, man, I try to tell you out the gate, like, man, I ain't got it together. Like, I struggle. You dig what I'm saying? Waniac, you and Cuz, I mean, y'all know this, fam. One of the things about prison is that we so quick to put up a brick wall. One of the reasons, ladies, is that we don't want to be hurt. Because when you doing time, like I said, when you gelling, you need somebody that's in your corner that's going 100% with you. If you full throttle with me, I need you. You dig what I'm saying? You can't be half wishy washy. You know what I mean? One minute you come visit, one minute you put money on the books. Next thing you know, you went out of town, you done found another dude, and now you done stop answering the phone for a couple of months. That fall apart and that don't work through. All of a sudden you want to get back in touch. No, man. You dig what I'm saying? What we'll do, and this is what it comes from being in prison and dealing with so many different people, you have to have a good spirit of discernment. So if I feel like you fake, I ain't rocking with you. You know what I mean? Now there ain't nothing wrong with saying, "What's up? Hey, what's going down?" You dig what I'm saying? But that table over there, I don't sit with them over there. You dig what I'm saying? Dude and them over there on the low low, they chasing, you know what I mean, them transgenders. You ain't finna wrap me up with that. So pound, see y'all on the way, pal. I mean, some of them might have even been my guys, but I'm cool on that. And so what am I trying to say? Whatever you got going on in your life, bring it to the table, highlight it. Because in prison, we quick to throw up that defense. We real defensive. And so when I got out here, man, ain't none of my friendships, ain't none of them working. I don't know how to trust. You dig what I'm saying? I just don't know. You know what I mean? And it's something that I pray about. And it's something that you got to have because, I mean, it's the Bible. It's like, God could be sending a blessing into my life and I'll jag it because as soon as a person shows me something different, I, I don't know what to do. I just be like, all right, I'm gone. You know what I mean? You stay over there. Cause I'm so used to being by myself. I'm so used to doing time by myself. I don't know how to let people in too close to me. You dig what I'm saying? I just don't know how to do it. And I ain't learned how to do it yet. And it's gonna be a process. But I'm telling you, if you got a flaw and you got something that's going on, you need to let people know what's going on. Because I'm gonna tell you out the gate, I'm messed up. I ain't got it all the way together. That's why I be reading the Bible. You take what I'm saying? It's right here. I've been going through Ephesians. You know what I mean? So yeah, uh, that there it is. I'm gonna show y'all another video because I want y'all to check this out. And Kevin Gates, and then Shorty Timms, she said something. What is it? Katie Stewart said, though one will work through all that with you patiently. Yeah. Um, you know something? It sounds good. You know what I mean, Katie, on the surface. Um, Let me get to my video real quick. It sounds good on the surface. You know what I mean? It's just like you could tell a person that, and then coming out of prison, you feel like, okay, they understand me. But we institutionalize and we don't I don't want to use it as a crutch or an excuse, but it's hard. You dig what I'm saying? And it's just like it just seemed like it ain't working. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it real. Let's check out this one right here, and then I'm gonna come back. But I want you to listen to these lyrics to Shorty's song, which everybody know this song. But when I seen the little skit of it and the words being broken down, I really wanted to break this one down. So let's go.
Freedom is not you being free. Freedom is you being free in your mind and your heart and your spirit, which is really a privilege for you to be free. It just taught me how to move within the confines of everything in life. Because it's one thing that I learned, that being my authentic self is beautiful, which you already know. It's very intimidating to other people. But being your authentic self is beautiful.
Right.
And that's the greatest freedom that I learned.
This is the peace that you cannot buy. Send me in love that you cannot mix. One is the joy that you cannot waste, and the other one price that you cannot fix. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Finding a way when you cannot see. Man with this system, he cannot pray. I need to find relief.
Cease, abstain.
All right. When she said desist, um, man cannot desist if he cannot pray, cease or abstain. You know what I mean? I wanted to see what that desist from acts of sabotage. That's the definition that Siri just gave me. Desist. So man can't desist if he cannot pray. You dig what I'm saying? So I was just trying to figure out what she was saying. So everybody know that song by Tim's. I mean that song go hard. You dig what I'm saying? But one of the things that Kevin Gates was saying, man, that was so dope. He says being your authentic self. He's like being free in your mind. Sometimes that can be intimidating to people, but to me, and the next time when I do part three, I'm gonna go with the free, emancipated spiritually. Um, Here's the thing. I think my authentic self or your authentic self, or I'm just gonna use me, is who God created me to be. You dig what I'm saying? I don't hold no punches back. You know what I mean? I tell people, listen, this is me. I went to prison. I came home. This is what I do. I don't put on no facade, you know what I mean, to try to make myself better for nobody. Um, Either you rock with me or you don't. And it's cool because you know what? I don't need everybody to rock with me. I just need to be able to rock with God. See, I've learned that every day he gets the glory for any and everything I do. And so that makes my life a little bit better. I ain't gonna say a little bit, a whole lot better. Because now I'm not worried about what other people think of me. You dig what I'm saying? I dress the way I want to dress. I spend what I want to spend on what I like. You dig what I'm saying? And I do what I do and I move and groove in my own being and in my own lane. And so I'm saying all of that to say this. Peace, you can't buy that, bro. You can't, you know what I mean? You can't buy that. And don't let nobody disturb your peace, especially mentally. So when we did Mental Health Monday, you dig what I'm saying? That's a big deal, man, for you to be able to wake up and find yourself in a peaceful state of mind, because that's the only time that you're going to be able to get out and move and groove and do things with 100%. If you waking up and you got to think about this, or it's like some little argument or some bad tension over here. It's life. We gonna go through it. I get it. You know what I mean? And some things is worth fighting for. I I'm not like a quitter, but you know what? I will separate myself from stuff. Now, prayer is big. If you ain't got a prayer life, I feel sorry for you. You know what I mean? And that's not a shot at nobody that don't believe in God, or if you believe in the universe or whatever you believe in. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you ain't got no prayer life, fam, I don't know how you making it out here. You dig what I'm saying? Because I told y'all in one of the Bible studies, you got an enemy out here. He trying to kill you. The Bible says that the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So he's out here and he's trying to kill your peace, your mentality. And that's where it all starts. Because if he can mess your mind up, then he can mess your day up. If he can mess your day up, he can make you non-productive. If you're non-productive, how you gonna pay your bills? How you gonna, what I mean, get out and do something? And then after a while, like, who in the hell wanna just get up and work and just pay bills? I'm like, look, cuz I want to be on the beach, on a jet ski, on a four-wheeler. You dig what I'm saying? I want to go to, I want to live. Life is about living and being free. Don't be, emancipate your mind, your physical, and your mind. Don't be locked up to where, all right, I'm just doing the bare minimum. You dig what I'm saying? But listen, let me switch that up, because to each his own. You know what I mean? Uh, Me and G Nice, we talked about it like this. There's some people out here that spend money on a bunch of foolishness, and instead of saving, they could be saving and putting something up for, later on. I think we was mainly talking about like some of the younger generation, how they do things. A lot of times, you know what I mean? And when you see me posting my little pictures and I'm on there, this and that, I'm branding myself. I want to stay relevant in your head. So when the podcast comes, you could be able to say, okay, that's bare truth. He stay fly. He got a good conversation about himself. He, you know what I mean? He always positive and uplifting. In order for me to keep that going and to keep this moving, because I don't know where, number one, I don't never know what God is going to give me to give you. You dig what I'm saying? And so even though the enemy is slick with like being flashy and trying to show off and do this and that, I'm super humble and I'm super grateful for everything God give me. You know what I mean? I don't compare myself to nobody, and I ain't better than nobody. I just know what's best for me. But ever since I was little, I got that from my cousin JD and my cousin TT and them, Lil Willie and Nikita and Didi and them. I grew up around them, and we just always dressed nice. I mean, ever since I used to live with them, like from elementary to junior high through high school, I've always been fresh. I ain't gonna stop. You dig what I'm saying? Now, is that being arrogant? No, I just like nice clothes. I like nice shoes. I got a shoe fetish. I like nice shoes. I work. I could pay for them. I bought them. It's my money. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm not about to go out here and try to keep up with other people and, Versace, or try to dress up and do all of this and that just for certain things and break myself. My bills is gonna be paid. I'm gonna always save something. Every time I get a check, I know what to do. I know I don't care if I don't do no but put up like a few dollars. I'm putting up something. You dig what I'm saying? And so, what am I saying? Emancipated. Get your mind together. It's got to be clear, because if it's not, that's going to dictate on how you move and groove. It's going to dictate on how you live in your life. It's going to dictate on, you know what I mean, what you got going on. G Nice says, hold on, let me see. I got to post that. What's up, Nice? I should have put you up here. I should have sent you the link, man. I'm at the High V trying to get me and my roommate something to eat. You dig what I'm saying? My roommate is my mom, y'all. She upstairs. So when I go get stuff from work, I have to go check on her to see what she want to eat. That's my roommate. And my roommate is just dope though, for real, for real. Because I gotta give it to you raw. Like the reason that I'm able to go jump in a new Cadillac and do some of the things I do because I live with my mama. And my mama rent is not that much. You dig what I'm saying? She been owning this house for a minute. You dig what I'm saying? And so we pay like the bare minimum on like, little things like that is like whether if I was out on my own in my own apartment, paying for that, then paying lights and gas and utilities and then trying to do gas and food and stuff like that. It might be a little bit rougher, but I got a cool roommate. And so I get a chance to save some bread and put up some stuff and do some things that I wouldn't normally do, you know what I mean, if I was out here on my own. So I'm grateful for my roommate. But G Nice says there's a difference in doing it for yourself and doing it for show. That will always show in the end. And I think you're right on that one, G Nice, is because what'll happen is when it's time, remember when we was talking about if you don't make sacrifice now, you'll sacrifice your goals. And so then when it comes times for you to really be able to do what you want to do, you have already sacrificed, what I mean, your fun, your goals, your trips and everything because you was just showing out, you know what I mean? I done seen it plenty of times before. I done it when I was younger. You dig what I'm saying? Kind of flashy, trying to be cocky and stuff like that. But I was always the type of person that I knew how to make money. You dig what I'm saying? Waniac is another dude that always know how to make money. You know what I'm saying? And when you got that hustler inside of you, you know, you move different. But yeah, so a lot of times if y'all see me posting, I'm not doing that because I'm trying to pick up women or what I mean. Thank y'all for the compliments. I really do appreciate it. But I'm branding myself. The Bare Truth is a brand, and so what's gonna happen if you hear a song, then all of a sudden somebody be like, Bare Truth wrote that song. You can be like, I gotta know him. I seen him on Facebook. That's dude. Like, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm just saying I just think big like that because I write music. So if I move down here to ATL and I bump into some of the right people, be like, man, I got this song. I want you to check this out. You dig what I'm saying? And what if they sing it? What if they buy that from me? You dig what I'm saying? You're gonna really be tripping then. Be like, man, turn up for life, for burn up for Christ. I knew him. I watched this podcast back in 2023. You know what I mean? It's real. It's true story, straight up. So I'm just saying, I just think big, and I just, you know what I mean. G Nice said the website is coming. You know what I mean? He about to take Ballhead Nuts to another level. I'm just saying, I think big, and I want to do big, and so right now it's a part of my brand. You dig what I'm saying? To look nice and feel good. I got a motto: look good, feel good, you do good. Okay, so Tim's, she says this is a piece that you cannot buy. You cannot buy peace. It's something that you're gonna have to make a decision that you want in your life. You're gonna have to make a decision that I want peaceful people in my circle. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, my friends. I love some of y'all, but some of y'all, I just I gotta go a different direction than what y'all going. You know what I mean? Not better than y'all, just know what's best for me. In order for me to stay on this path that I'm doing, I gotta figure me out. And so getting out of prison and then coming home, it's a whole lot of prisons out here. A whole lot of people locked up in prisons in their mind. Y'all ain't got your mind together, man, and y'all need to be emancipated. And you're gonna have to sit down and think because it's not an easy thing. And I'm spiritual, so I'm a firm believer that that's where the devil gets you at. Joyce Myers got this book called The Battlefield of the Mind, and it's true, man. When people can't break out of a certain mentality or a certain habit, they drag their body with it. You dig what I'm saying? You know, and so you your patterns of thinking is off. You a hater, you negative, you always talking bad about people, you always gossiping, you always into some drama, and you like chaos. Look at your life. That's what's gonna surround your life. You dig what I'm saying? And that's gonna create a prison. That's the reason why you don't go no further than you go. That's why you never do no more than what you do. Like G Nice said, remember G Nice, the hamster in the little cage, running on the wheel. You dig what I'm saying? Running, 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 and he ain't even going nowhere. Running fast. He on that wheel cutting out. Man, you ain't went nowhere. Straight up. You done created a prison for your mind. And I'm gonna tell you, you better try to pray about it, try to, you know what I mean, break that out. You dig what I'm saying? And do something different because if you don't get your mind right, you ain't gonna never be able to get your physical self in together. And then when I do part three, I'm gonna come from my perspective of spirituality freedom. Because there's a scripture that Jesus Christ says in the Bible, and he says, who the Son sets free is free indeed. And just a little tidbit on where we're gonna go next time. It might be a Bible study. In Galatians, it says that there is a war between the spirit and the flesh. You dig what I'm saying? And so the spirit man, uh, my man, whatever his name is, Kevin Gates, he was saying, my authentic self. You got to remember that inside of you is a spirit. And so if God has got a spirit inside of you, and there's a certain, thing that he created you for, but then your flesh is going to fight against it. It's just like you can't get up and go get no job, bro, if you drink all day. You dig what I'm saying? How you gonna go get a job if you just drink all day? If you drink all night and you party all night, you stay up smoking weed all night, you can't get up in the morning and go get to no to no interview, man. It just ain't finna happen, bro. So you fooling yourself. They're gonna say I run into so many people, man, to be like, man, is Kraft hiring out there? Man, they listen, they hiring people like crazy. You dig what I'm saying? And guess what? Out of 20 people that they hire, um, about about three last. You dig what I'm saying? And so, yeah, what's up, my man? I said, okay, yeah, I just seen my man. He said that's real, yeah. And so, yeah, damn, Motor. I forgot your nickname for a minute. Motor, that's my dog. I seen you on your vacation and stuff too, somewhere with your peoples. What's up, my dude? And but here's the thing. I knew that I needed to stack some money before I moved to the ATL, and so even though Kraft was beating me down like the first couple of weeks, I literally wanted to quit. You dig what I'm saying? I ain't gonna even front. I was just like, factory work, this ain't me. I don't like it. But I'm thankful that I got a prayer life, and I'm thankful that when God is talking to me, I can like really like listen to him. And he just kept telling me like this whisper. And then I had a friend, we was on the phone, and only thing I just kept saying is like, I hate this job. But you got to remember the mission. You dig what I'm saying? If the mission is to save money so you can level up and go somewhere else, get your mind right. Go get you some sleep. Get your lunch together. Get your work clothes. Put them things out early. Go get you some rest. And when you wake up, go in here and just keep going until your body follows your mind. Your body is saying no, but your mind is saying go. And not only that, when I opened up that check, I was like, I'll be back. You take what I'm saying? I'm like, I'll be back. But it's a true story. Cause you think that okay, if you ain't been working third shift, you think that you finna get up on third shift because they hired you on third shift and it's gonna be easy just to get up and go to work. No, I ain't finna be easy, fam. I'm living proof it's not easy. And I'm looking at this like, man, I can go home and get me some sleep and cut hair tomorrow. I got a nice little clientele. Thank God for the clientele that I got with the Clippers because they've been holding me down. And now that it's summertime, the Clipper thing that went up. And every time I go somewhere and pass it out my card, I'm finding new clients all the time. Every day I'm trying to get my card out to somebody new. Now, out of 5 people, 1 or 2 gonna hit. So just think if I just keep doing that every day, passing out 5 cards, and 2 of them gonna hit. It's a hundreds, a thousand of people in the Quad Cities. Yeah, it's about 10, 20 barbershops. It's enough money for everybody. And I'm getting mine. Real talk. But you got to think like that. Your mind has got to go. You dig what I'm saying? It's like train your mind and figure this thing out and then stick to the course. I do not like warehouse jobs. I hate them, man. We got to throw on all of these clothes and helmets. You can't even walk out on the floor and check in and log in unless you got on a helmet and a beard and all of this and boots. You know what I mean? Sometimes you be running late and you be like, man, I got to go through all of this, man, just to punch in. But guess what? Stick to the mission. If you think you about to move down to the A with like a little small amount of change, you crazy. You dig what I'm saying? You ain't finna go to the ATL and go down there to where they thriving and they moving, and you come down there with like the bare minimum, and you ain't got it. You ain't got it together. You got to be together when you get there. And so I'm trying to get it together while I get there. Yeah, the Clipper game is nice, but we need like an extra. And then not only that, my little homie nephew, I seen him in the gym. He in the gym every morning now, and we like, man, we finna come back at y'all with the nightgowns and the short sets with the matching socks. We finna do all of that. We finna sell that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing the porches over there. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it's a mentality thing, B. It's like you gotta set your mind up to be successful. Can't nobody make you be successful. You have to do it mentally. And if you got chains that's on you, you gotta break them off. Try to figure out what your chains is. I don't know how much time we got left. Let me see. 51. I got about like 9 minutes. So let me see something. A Boogie said it's got to be in you, not on you. Okay. Let's post that one. Now, all right, let me get that one up there. Okay, so that's my little cousin. She says, it's got to be in you and not on you. You dig what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna take that one and I'm gonna run with it. Um, I'm gonna get a little bit more deeper when I go spiritual, but it's got to be in you. And what I feel like you right on that one, little cousin, is because if the drive or if the hunger ain't in you, you dig what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get up and get out there. Outkast used to have this song. Remember Waniac? You gotta get up, get out, and get something. Don't spend all your time trying to get high. You dig what I'm saying? And it's a true statement, man. It's gotta be in you. And I think with us, those of us, my brother James is on here. Having the Holy Spirit in you, man, is a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? It's because He'll guide you and He'll lead you to something. So I'm gonna save a lot of that for the spiritual emancipation. You dig what I'm saying? But I gotta tell you, it's a very beautiful thing when you got a relationship with God, because when you got a relationship with God, here's one of the benefits. Um, he will show you your calling. He will let you know why I created you. And here's how you can figure out. Remember, me and G Nice was talking about this, and G Nice asked me a question. You dig what I'm saying about career and calling? How do you separate them? And I was telling G Nice, I said, when I punch in at craft, I'm going to give these people a hundred. I'm going to give them what they want. We get over here. We grinding chicken or turkey breast or whatever all day to get a check. That's a little career or a little job. My calling is what I can do, and it just feels I could do it with ease. It's my passion. It's what I thrive for. I sleep, dream, and eat music, public speaking, like podcasts. You know, I was telling somebody, God showed me this barbershop when I was in a joint, right? And for a minute, I was mixed up about the message of him showing me the barbershop, because at first I was trying to think, I was like, okay, he showed me this barbershop, but it was dark. And was he trying to say, you know what I mean? If you go out there and you get a barbershop, you ain't gonna have no clientele. Like, you know what I mean? And the dream was trying to make me feel like nervous, like I wasn't gonna have no clientele, right? Okay. And so I tell y'all this story again, real quick, because it's gonna be the backdrop. Okay, I had the vision board, had three goals on there. One of them was to get to Des Moines and transfer my apprenticeship into my license. Number two was to get the podcast up and thriving. Number three was, since the people had gave me this music equipment, to do two songs and give it back to them to pay it forward, to let them know that I was the first recipient of the scholarship. So then at the bottom of the vision board, in little bitty letters, there was just one other one. One, two, three was the main ones. And the fourth one that I'm gonna focus on was getting the basement remodeled. And so I didn't make getting the basement remodeled, the main thing on the vision board, right? But when I look back at the vision board after I got the basement remodeled, went upstairs to bring the vision board downstairs to erase it and then put the new goals on there, God showed me something. The little bitty dream that was down at the bottom, the little bitty vision that I had at the bottom of the vision board that says get the basement remodeled, God did that first. And then he took the barbershop, the podcast, and the studio, the music, and put everything in the basement. So the smallest vision that I had on my heart, God took the three biggest things that I had that I was supposed to be working on, and he took them and he put all three of them in the basement. And when I was thinking about it and I look back on it, I was like, what the? That's what I'm telling you a relationship with God is. He's so great and he's so awesome. When you really think that you got a plan, they said, if you ever want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. You dig what I'm saying? You ever want to hear God laugh, tell him your plans. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say, listen, get in tune with him and try to figure out what is he trying to do in your life. That's the reason why I thank God for my roommate, because even though we was bumping heads on getting this basement remodeled, she wanted to save stuff. She gave me some space. I remodeled it, and now the barbershop is jumping over there. I'm telling you, man, Memorial Day weekend and the 4th of July, on the 4th of July weekend, on Friday and Saturday, man, I damn near made like $800 in 2 days. You dig what I'm saying? I made like seven and some change in 2 days with the Clippers. Not on top of that, with the craft check coming too. Mentality. It's about, staying focused up here, even though it's killing me. Going to work 8 hours at night. They forcing me in on Fridays just for like 3 funky hours. I'm mad. I got attitude. Then I got to come home and try to cut people hair because I got to try to keep that going. I'm tired. But guess what? He was like, listen, it's paying off. You got a vision, you got a goal. I'm showing you the goal and the vision. Sometimes you're gonna have to make a sacrifice. Sometimes you're gonna have to put in some hard work. Ain't nothing easy. Ain't nothing coming to you easy, fam. So if it's easy, I don't even want it no more. So like we used to sell dope and just stand out on the block, get that little easy. I don't want that no more. It's too much trouble that comes with easy. If you ain't fighting for it, if you ain't putting in no hard work for it, it ain't even worth having. But I'm telling you, that's what he did. Now back to the dream that I had about the barbershop, right? In prison about 10, 12 years ago, he showed me a barbershop. And I'm thinking, like, dang, is he saying I ain't gonna have no customers? Because the barbershop was in a dark place. And you know, barbershops got lights and they lit up. You know what I mean? You see windows with TVs and stuff like that. Guess what? It's this barbershop over there in the corner because it's like super dark. You look over there, it's dark because the basement walls is painted gray. And so in the daytime, when I turn off the lights, it's dark. But when I turn the lights on and turn them clippers on, it jumps. You know what I mean? And it's this basement. It's this barbershop right over here. It's got an LLC and everything for it. You dig what I'm saying? And it's a business. I got cards. It is what it is. It ain't in no building like nobody else. It ain't divine creations like Bob and Black. It ain't silver and gold like dude down there. It's the Bear Cave. It's the Bear Truth. My own personal little barbershop. And it's rocking. You dig what I'm saying? I'm eating off of it. Just jumped in another car because of it. Paying my insurance, credit cards. You know what I mean? Straight up. I can go to the bank and pull out some money. You know what I mean? I could do nice stuff for my kids if they need me. What am I saying, fam? Get your mind right. It's all about being emancipated in your mind. If you don't get your mind free, you ain't finna do nothing in this world unless you get this free up here. So I don't know who need to hear that or who I'm talking to. You know what I mean? But thank God that he be using me through the podcast because we might be feeding somebody. Somebody is getting something from this. You dig what I'm saying? And no, we ain't better than nobody. Ain't none of us better than nobody. Ain't none of us perfect. We all got flaws. But you gotta be truthful. You gotta be honest about what your flaws is so you can know what you gotta handle. If you're not gonna be honest with your flaws and what's going on in your life, how can God break the chain off of it? You don't even want to recognize it. I recognized my flaws. He broke the chains off of it and he was like, boom, get loose. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but get loose. Now I'm about to go down to the ATL to see what he gonna do. What can I do in the Quad Cities? I done did it. I done worked. I leveled up. I did what I was supposed to do. Now it's time to go to the ATL and see what's going on. There's more resources down there. There's more people that I can rub shoulders with. You want to be a songwriter? You want to write some songs? A lot of people down here singing. They got record companies down here. Get down here. Bump shoulders with the right people. I ain't even worried about what's gonna happen. I know he gonna put me in the right room with the right people at the right time. And before you know it, somebody might be singing one of my songs. Then y'all gonna be hearing about it, talking about turn up for Christ and burn up for life. I'm a bit like I told you, jive turkeys. Stop playing all the time. So I gave it to you. It's 9 o'clock. Now I gotta go to work. I gotta go out the craft. And we got a cool crew out there. Willie Ann, Irwin, Vern Lee, and Fashar, and my man Zach. We out there working, man, and man, they didn't train me. I used to mess up so much. Now I done got it down packed. Man, it'd be kind of cool going to work now. Now we chill, we be laughing, we chop it up, we eat. Now we done got into a groove. Now it's like, man, I like the job. I was hating it for a minute, but man, I've been having fun now. You dig what I'm saying? So, what am I trying to say, man? Coming home is hard on us, but you know, if you're coming home from the joint, you got to keep working at it, man. Get emancipated in your mind and get out here because now that you're free, you free to do some things, but some things we don't even need to do. And some of y'all that's out here, y'all locked up in prison, and y'all got to break them chains. You know what I mean? Or like dude said, dudes coming home from prison, man, they running laps around y'all, and this ain't a race. I'm in my own lane. I ain't competing with nobody. So I'm not saying that to be saying y'all bad or y'all off on your own, but I wish y'all the best, my dude. I wish y'all the best, young lady, because I believe that y'all true kings and true queens. I got to get my man Entree on here, McAllister merch. He's got a dope little design. He's got this t-shirt called EBT, Embrace Your Talent. You know what I mean? And I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I seen it today. Embrace your talent. He had the t-shirt on, and I told him, man, he can run with that so many ways spiritually. Then on the back of it, it's got true king, stay humble. True queen, stay humble. You dig what I'm saying? Donald, what's up? Hey, for real, for real. You living proof. You living proof came home and got straight to it. You dig what I'm saying? Just got straight to it. You know what I mean? So proud of you and what you're doing with the houses. Then to drop the book and keep doing what you're doing. Man, may God bless you, man, and keep just giving people that knowledge and that information, bro. Because we didn't chopped it up many days at Sterilite. And now look, you dig what I'm saying? He driving in the Escalade. I'm in a CTS. And we was just at 605 Main last year. Me and Donald was at 605 Main last year on the River Transit being. True story. God is my witness. We was on the River Transit being. Me and this man together was. This man own houses now. This man is in a Cadillac Escalade. I'm in a Cadillac CTS. You dig what I mean? And it's not about the material things. I'm not saying that. So please don't get it twisted. But what I'm saying is the grind, your mentality, change it. God got the resources. He got everything out here that you need. God got it for you. It's too much stuff out here for you not to have nothing. You dig what I'm saying? That ain't what life is about. What we not doing is we not chasing things to make people think that we doing it. That ain't what we doing. We just taking the levels as they come. God, you bless me over here. I can do this now. When you bless me over here, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm proud of my man Donald. I gotta give you a salute, my dude, because I be seeing you out in traffic. But it is what it is. But true story, he threw up the laughing face. But man, if that ain't a testimony, I don't know what is, bro. Me and this man was on the Riverbend Transit last year, riding from Sterilite back down to 605 Main. That man owned houses. I got a little barber shop. Grateful for that. I got a podcast. Working at a craft now. I'm just saying, we ain't competing with each other. We're in our own lanes. But I'm telling you, when I say that God got a blessing with your name on it, you better get right. You better try to free your mind because he ain't you can't have it unless you can, you know what I mean? God is not going to take you anywhere where your character is not going to keep you. Hold on. See what I'm saying? Mama Bernice. That's my roommate upstairs. Now, why she probably wants some cigarettes before I go to work? That's my roommate. Hold on. What's up, Bernice?
You up?
Yeah, I'm up.
Okay.
What you trying to do? Wake me up for work?
Yeah, I just beating up 9 o'clock.
It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go to work.
Okay.
All right. I told you, boy, she the coolest, ain't she? She right upstairs calling me to make sure I'm up for work. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, that's my roommate, man. But listen, I love y'all. God bless y'all. And remember that. Um, God can't put you in a position where your character ain't going to be able to keep you. And the only way you're going to be able to do that, you got to break the chains off your mentality. You got to be emancipated in your mind, man. Stop letting liquor control you, weed control you, negative people control you, hate control you. If you bitter and you angry, try to figure out, wake up every day, man, and be gratitude and be grateful. Have an attitude of gratitude and tell God thank you. Because at least I'm breathing. You dig what I'm saying? If you do got a job that you don't like, thank God that you got a job and you about to get paid. You dig what I'm saying? You be thankful for the little things. He'll bless you with more. Bare truth, man. Next, we're gonna be back tomorrow. Me and G Night's gonna do the